Hi, my name is Fantasia Wood, and I chose to do my video on United States Army for the organization. So the United States Army is very clear about their culture. They spell it out and they make us carry a little booklet on it. And the core values basically are loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. They do a very good job of intertwining the culture with the values, with everything else. So I think that's pretty cool. The way they integrate their culture is by taking the vision, which is cohesive team, civility, positive relationship, diversity, equity, inclusion, honor, and respect, and mixing it with the culture so you can see how the culture mixes with the vision, and then I'll go forward to show you how this impacts diversity. This is my first example of the culture within the Army, and this is the Soldier's Creed. This is a creed you have to learn when you go into basic training. It's required for you to be memorized, and then we said it just about every day. It talks about how you're a member of the team, you serve the people of the United States, so there's that service, team membership. I will never accept defeat. I will not quit. That goes back to personal courage. So everything really ties together well in the Army. They're very strategic about this so that no one can really forget what their purpose is and what the culture that is needed in the Army is. The next example is the non-commissioned officer creed. So what the Army did, and I think it's very clever, is that there's layers basically to how the culture is shown. So first is the basic layer of what everyone's expected to do, but then they go on to further expand on it with how leaders and officers are meant to act. And so I highlighted some of the portion of the Creed of the Non-Commissioned Officer that we were required to memorize once we became leadership. I will not use my greater position to attain pleasure, profit, or personal safety. My two basic responsibilities will always be uppermost in my mind, accomplishment of my mission and the welfare of my soldiers. So this is kind of adding another layer to the whole team member part and being a member of a team, because now not only are you a member of a team, but you're responsible for the team and for the welfare of them. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then I'll be loyal to those with whom I serve, seniors, peers, and subordinates alike. This goes back to the competencies in the beginning and loyalty being one of them. So here's another example. This one's just a personal one of personal courage. First picture is me in Afghanistan. I feel like you have to have a lot of courage to be in Afghanistan. At the time, we were getting shot at a lot. We were getting indirect fire pretty much every night with different missiles and rockets. And then the second one is a picture of the drone that I flew. It's called an MQ-1 Charlie. I was being awarded at the time for a successful mission. Um, and obviously, I can't disclose the details, but I had to have a lot of personal courage during these missions. Next was team orientation. So here's some pictures, once again, just for the personal examples. There's us all getting together during Christmas time, and we were living in a shack and obviously not in the greatest conditions, but someone sent us coffee, so we took pictures to say thank you. And we got through it as a team. And then here's my husband and I getting an award for another successful mission that we flew together. So that was pretty cool, and we did it as a team. Next example of how the culture is really perpetuated within the Army is responsibility shared across the ranks. So highest rank, lowest rank, you still have to work together to solve the problem. Here's an example picture directly above me. That's an LMTV. Let's see, right there, that truck is an LMTV and it is stuck in the mud with a generator behind it. We were in Louisiana about to do a training mission, and we all had to work together to get the truck out of the mud. We had to call a crane from another unit that was in Louisiana because we're out of Tennessee, and the whole 9 yards. It was hilarious, but I got a picture of it, so that's a good example. And then the picture of us within a large aircraft was us all flying home from Afghanistan. So I just thought it was a cool picture because you can't really tell, but the person sitting next to my husband was a very, very high ranking officer. Then there's my husband, who you can see in the picture. everyone was mixed ranks and we were all going home and we all had the same feeling of elation to go home. So this goes on to diversity and why diversity is important within the Army. So the Army needs unique skills and perspectives. So if one person had all the ideas and only one person, nothing would ever get done and there would never be original ideas or thoughts. A diverse Army reflects the society it serves, building confidence. So I was thinking about back a few years ago when they tried to do the whole That's My Army campaign. And this was civilians basically speaking on the fact that they recognize and like the fact that the Army looks like their Army. It's their idea of what an Army would be. So there's that. Diversity brings varied approaches and innovative solutions that improve flexibility, adaptability, and complex evolving situations. I did a little picture here on that side. That's my husband and one of his coworkers, our coworkers, and everything had broken that day, and they were over there pretending to fish with the satellite antennas because they weren't working, so thought that was a fun picture to add there. Diversity, when supported by inclusion efforts, builds stronger cohesion, camaraderie among soldiers. So a lot of what I was talking about before was how diversity reflects well on innovation and efficiency and looking good on the outside, but also diversity allows for soldiers to work well with each other. So, you know, that's just how it works, you know, if you're comfortable with each other. And so for picture wise, I just showed a picture. This is Germany, and you can see all the different soldiers. Everyone looks different. We were all cranky because we were flying to Afghanistan at the time, but it's pretty cool. And all those patches on the windows are a patch from a different person. We got these little patches to fix our pants, and we like to stick them on windows to say like we were here. I don't know, it's a tradition, but that's pretty cool. There's hundreds of them. Diversity allows the Army to draw from a larger pool of talent. So once again, this goes back to That's My Army, so people are willing to join. And there's pictures from Afghanistan. With diverse backgrounds in the rank, the Army gains insight that can improve cultural sensitivity during missions. I did this as an example because when I was in Afghanistan, they often used female soldiers to speak to the female locals because they were not allowed to speak to males. And so that was very important to understand. A diverse Army is better equipped to adapt to challenges, both expected, unexpected, due to the variety of life experiences. So once again, I know it's kind of like beating a dead horse, but really, the more ideas you have, the better it is. Diversity encourages new ideas and methods. Same thing, same concept. It allows for combat readiness. And here on this side is just a picture of some friends during Christmas time. We got donations. It allows for everyone to feel safe to join the Army. The Army doesn't work unless there's soldiers, just like point blank. So diversity is important. Here's my references, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.